welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of TMF. News for tonight. One of my mates showed me how easy it was to post a comment onto someone's Ask FM profile. The actual sheer ease was shocking, firstly, and secondly, you don't need a profile to put comments onto people's Ask FM. No wonder people are getting flat left, right and centre on it. It's really shocking. I mean, I want to ask you guys that have got Ask FM, what do you get on Ask FM which you don't get out of Facebook? Ah, that's the one. You get shite. Right, and the next news item. Autumn is moving along quite progressively, and it won't be long before Halloween. Halloween's a fantastic time of year where everyone dresses up and people spend lots of money in costumes, but there's a certain group of people out there that are that fucking ugly and grotesque they wouldn't need a costume to scare people. And Miley Cyrus has been in the news yet again for a really dim-witted interview she had on a radio channel. Yet again she made an absolute fool of herself, and that's about that on the Miley Cyrus front, apart from she thinks she's Hannah Montana, but she's never going to be Hannah Montana. She's going to be more than Hannah Montana. David Cameron, bash or dash? I tell you what, I'll bash him. Bash him not in the sexual sense. Bash him across the head with a fucking hammer until he dies. He is nothing but the 2013 version of Maggie Thatcher and should be out of Parliament right now. J.K. Rowling. Bash or dash? Well, to be honest, if she actually asked me, I would bash, but in the sexual sense. 60s Spider-Man, also known as Classic Spider-Man. Bash or dash? I mean, I might be straight and everything, right? But if 60s or Classic Spider-Man was asking, I would have to seriously consider it. And to be honest, I'd be like halfway towards saying yes straight off. X Factor's Lorna Simpson. Bash or dash? You know what? If you join X Factor or similar competitions in the first place, you're attention craving, and thus you're going to get dashed. You're going to get scrubbed off the list in placement for somebody else. And the music review for this episode is going to be of the Linkin Park song New Divide. This song was released roughly May 2009, and its genre was alternative/industrial rock. And I'll tell you an interesting fact too, actually. Firstly, this song was made primarily only for the up-and-coming Transformers film Revenge of the Fallen at the time of 2009, and also originally this song New Divide was not actually really called New Divide. Its working title was called Megatron, and the genre of course is alternative/industrial rock, which is pretty apt. And the feel of the song is actually very chill, very relaxed. It doesn't get you angry, it doesn't get you dancing about the living room, it doesn't get you buzzing off your tits, and it doesn't make you cry. It just kind of mellows you out. Coming back home from England on the bus, plus this, right? I logged into Facebook to see what everyone was up to, right? And see, when you log into Facebook, you've got your right hand side. On your right hand side, you've got a thing called your real-time feed. Facebook call it the ticker. It's basically a real-time feed of what everyone's like within the last 30 to 40 seconds. And this guy is always up at the top of the right hand side feed, also known as ticker, right? And it was like, so and so has liked this picture. I clicked it, not knowing what it was at the time, and it was that fucking extreme. I nearly was sick. I mean, if anyone knows, like, doing road trips on public transport is not exactly the nicest of things, but to see that on top of a stinking coach toilet in the bumpy journey, 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals almost pretty much, right? A wee tip for you and anybody else in the future, right? See, before you log into your porn sites, log out of Facebook and make sure you're not using by accident or incident any social plugins, because people will get to see what you're watching. Channel 5's one-off documentary called Fat for Cash. And basically the documentary was documenting what some people that are fat do for cash. The only question I've got to ask you, Channel 5, is what did we ever do to be subjected to such a horrible graphic documentary as such? Really? Did we not pay enough in our licensing fees? Did we not watch enough of your TV shows last year? Did we not watch enough Big Brother? Honestly, what did we do to be subjected to such horribleness? It was horrible. I mean, no wonder your view rates have been dropping progressively year after year after year. I mean, see if you get back on your Channel 5 pornos on a Friday night, maybe views will go up a bit further then. Lifting the lid on the good, the bad and the ugly of employment. And tonight I'm going to be talking to you about a company called Appropriate Services Limited in Glasgow. Basically these guys specialise in handy person services, hospitality services, cleaning and catering services. If you've got a job interview for this company, I would strongly suggest, if you've got an interview for any of the above roles, ditch your interview. Go for that other interview. Say you're busy, say you've got a job. And for the people that actually are on job seekers allowance and are saying, but if I ditch this interview, I'll get a month's sanction. Well, I'll tell you something quite straightforwardly. A month's sanction of the job seekers would be actually a lot better than going to your bank at the end of the month and to find you have absolutely no wages being put in. So I want to say a massive thank you to one and all for watching another episode of TMF Season 3 in HD. Fucking yaldi. But be sure to be joining us for TMF, the Halloween episode. And I want to say, be sure to be joining our TMF YouTube show Facebook group. The link to that will be in our description alongside our YouTube channel. You'll be able to hear about our Halloween episode news, and be sure to be joining us for the Halloween episode on October the 31st. But until then,